when hot times get rough, when hot times get rough, what's going on? Somebody's life is in disarray. Why? What is this? Blew another chance. Is that what we're going to talk about? What is this? I haven't slept in days. It could be a chance to get sober. It could have been a chance to meet somebody that could have helped them get sober or just better their life. It's going to sting. For somebody, they were told, please don't touch the wasp nest. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. Please don't taunt them. Please don't underestimate a swarm. You know what I'm saying? And what did the kid do, you little fucker? Yeah, you took a stick and you put it in there and they attacked you viciously. That's going to sting, actually. Then we have a niece who's an addict. It's going to sting. What's going to sting? All right, we have the niece here. Let's pull in the niece. Tell me about... There's a Taurus that walked away from addiction. Yeah, that doesn't mean they don't get high. Feel me, hear me. They walked away from addiction. Do you understand? Now, if this is you, you're this niece, or you're the aunt or the uncle or something, somebody is going through residual withdrawal symptoms. Okay? So this could be that they come and go every few hours and shit. If you're where I'm at, because I stopped taking Suboxone and I canceled my appointment. And I can't tell if it's actually that or if there's something being forced to make me think that it's that. You know what I'm saying? But this feels like a good thing. Like, goddamn, I may not be a Taurus. Again, I may not be an addict anymore. Someone's committed to this. Like I said, they're not lying. I'm not an addict. I'm a user. There's a big difference. I cannot use for 5-6 days, 2 weeks, fucking a month, and not even think about it. I'll go chasing it. You feel me? I let it come into my life naturally, like everything else. Let's see what else you do, because this way of being with you is helping you get through this addiction. Ace of Cups, love, hoo. I eat what I want. Had a cheesesteak today. It has nothing to do with it. Your diet has nothing to do with it. Is it all mental? We know it's not mental, but the mental controls the physical. There's no doubt at this point, right? Huh. Yeah, I love myself. That doesn't say like I'm not going to have a drink again, or I'm not going to do a bump, or I'm not going to smoke something or take something, a pill. Like, yeah, this is like alien family shit here. This could be something that was plaguing your bloodline. This addiction. Huh. Is that something that holds you? You could be the first in your family to be addiction. I mean, 100%. This would be no prescription pills. This doesn't have to be pain pills and Xanax. It could just be anything that you took that you became addicted to. It could even be I'm addicted to thinking I'm sick, which is why I'm on so many medications. VM, ZC again. What is this? Oh, Zach Cole. That's just what I heard. You were wondering what Zach Cole, B-O. Right. I don't know if taking a lot of biotin is going to help. I don't. But everybody is different. Everybody's body is different, right? So for some, it's you working is actually, whatever this is you do, you also, I'm telling you, I feel like, what is this judgment? It could be that when you're an addict, or you call yourself that, and you don't have control over it, and you have to do it every single day, even when it's destroying your life, that's a little different, you know? And it could be that I'm made to feel like I'm an addict because I get high once in a while. I treat myself, I reward myself, but like I said, I wait for it to come in naturally. It could be the feeling of being judged and having a lot of judgment on you because you're put in the same category as other people that others don't want anything to do with anymore. until they get their shit together, if ever at this point. And that weighs you down. This feels like a stronghold that was on somebody's bloodline for a long time. You could be the first one of your bloodline to break the curse of addiction. This would be this. Are you addicted to social media? I am not. Are you addicted to see your addictions hurt others, right? They hurt yourself and they hurt others. Are you addicted to gossip? No. Are you addicted to pain pills? No. Are you addicted to prescription? Nope. Street drugs? Nope. Can do them, cannot do them. Are you addicted to shopping, money? Nope. Can have it, cannot have it. It feels like just chains breaking, right? Huh. Yes, and now this is a restart. I'm going to say restart, hitting the restart button. That is my yes, affirmative. Holla, 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 holla. That's what that is. This is amazing. You want to talk about staying loyal. See, I think that there was some judgment from you, from people with the crack here who were smoking crack. That's what it feels like. Like, didn't you just hit a crack pipe earlier? Huh? Linda, Lydia, Lisa, Liana, blah, blah, blah. Or that's what somebody said one night? Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. How grateful are you that you're not addicted anymore? It's been a while. Right. This is extreme love for myself. This doesn't mean that I want to be tested, though. You know what I'm saying? This is what I feel with some of you, that you have people in your life that are like this. I don't want to be tested to see if I'm done feeling withdrawal symptoms by something that maybe somebody you know created to make me feel this. Do you know how hard it is for me to do this, especially with what I'm going through? The funny thing is they have similar situations, but they're not looking at it like that. They're looking at you as competition instead of looking at you like a comparison. You have many, many, many lovers who I feel, this seems to be the preface of a lot of your relationships and friendships has been addiction, which immediately just kicks it off on a not so firm platform. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, because now you're codependent on each other for something, or there's something bad, negative that destroys, that's bonding you to, and not the kind of bond that you want. You go back. You go Bach. You could be listening to Bach or Beethoven, Puccini. Who the hell was I listening to the other day? God damn it. Bocelli. Oh. It did something to me. Let's see what this is, though, other than my, what's it called? Parody. You. The Lord of the Flies. I don't feel a lot of support for this. I really don't. I don't feel like you got a lot of pats in the back. Tell me what I can do. I don't feel like you could afford rehab. And are still going through. I'm not sure if this pain is something that's being directed towards me, or if this is something I'm feeling because of just maybe other things happening in my life. People misconstrued things, miscommunication. Yukobak is given his due credit and appreciation for keeping the infernal fires burning bright. Despite his lack of royal title, Yukobak's efforts reflect on all those of higher rank. Beware of taking workers for granted. Non-management workers in retail, customer service, and other industries may seem invisible, but those individuals are essential to a smoothly running society. I said this before, the fucking hospitality shit is like, whoa. You go to a hotel anymore and you actually feel like you're being treated like the staff. And then you see the staff being treated better than the people who are putting money into the business. And as much as some people want to fight this, and because it's coming from me, right? Imagine it coming from somebody that you hold in high honor instead. It's the same advice. It's the same facts. You can't treat the people who are bringing you your revenue like shit. You just can't do it. and expect to have that money flow going, you know, that currency flow, that energy flow that is currency. You learn eventually, I'm only hurting myself. I got into this, or I took this, or I hacked this because I wanted to get quick payout, and it seems like maybe I did in the beginning. That well ran dry. Now I'm in a similar situation. I kind of just missed getting arrested or doing some serious time by the skin of my fucking teeth. And here I am again, being offered this opportunity of a lifetime. I don't care how old she is and how innocent she looks. What are they asking you to do? And would they do it immediately right the fuck now? Because if you're trying to sell something to me, I have to assume it's something you would buy, or you wouldn't feel this intrigued, interested, excited about it. So tell me, please, what is this? You know what I mean? Are they as hyped up as they're trying to make you about this? Where are they going to be that night? Questions on both ends. I told you, even when you go for a job interview, right? You're going to have to ask them, why would I want to work here? Some of you, you're going to get told to get the fuck out in somewhere. It's a mistake. When this type of person comes in and they ask respectfully, that means they want to make sure that every time they come into work, it runs like a well-oiled machine. Or they wouldn't have this kind of interest in that kind of thing, you know? That's how you take it. Is this going to be somebody I can work with effortlessly, and my fucking shifts go by smooth? I don't care about everybody else's shifts. I have the ability to schedule them on every shift I work. But you can't get greedy. Other people need to experience this person. This is that person that knows exactly where to go. They don't need to be told. They're always a helper in every situation. If there's the Jesus. Yep. Peak. We have tweak. I think. Peak, tweak. Oh, are you one of those people? Now, I know tweak is spelled with... Oh, no, it's not tweak. All right, we're going to do... Keep. Keeps. Keep. MTS. Uh-oh. Message. Oh, money transfer system. Oh. Why would this be? Is this the kind of thing where they have that kind of ability up there, this alien intelligence to transfer funds? I would like to give you that right, that ability, please, to do it for me. I don't really care what the fuck you do for everybody else, but I would like to say, me to you, I give you the okay, I accept you having complete control of money transferring into my account. And if that's what I gotta do. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Is this a channel that you have? Are you helping people get sober in some way? You know what you're doing? You could even work at a place where people are getting sober, and it has a lot to do with something that you're doing that you brought to the table there. Were you in a home with somebody? Is there somebody, an aunt or an uncle, that's also getting sober because of you, or you're the niece that's getting sober because of a forest? This feels like wilderness. It does, like all by myself. You know what would be the crazy thing is if you had years sober, You know what I mean? Let's say that you got judged, or the judgment by your family or this group of people and shit. And here I am, what, 7 fucking 8 years I'm here, and for some of you it's 12, 20 years sober. You run into a family member who judged you, and you start getting high, or you start drinking. Is this some shit? Right? It's like you're going to have to acknowledge at some point that you're a fucking bad influence. Now, granted, I have to admit on my side that there's a decision made by me. But it's not all me. See, if you don't say something and speak up, then you will have everything in your life happen like this. And then eventually what happens is you have this fucking woe is me, everything is happening to me. You play the victim, and nobody likes the victim. They like the victor. They just don't like the victor to be more victorious than they. And that shit just happens sometimes. You know what I mean? You can't stop everybody from outranking you. Because then at that point you start fighting dirty. You know what I mean? And everything that you built shit off of, and I mean when you built off of, I don't mean the financial shit and the material, I just mean this. It's just sort of shit. Yeah. He could have even been in jail and got sober in jail. Or prison is what did it. This feels like Bounty again with the forest and the friggin' this 9 of Wands shit, which to me is just, this is more than boundaries. I mean, this is somebody that, yeah, were you supposed to die somewhere? Were you left for dead? Somebody did this to you. Somebody, it's about 5 years ago maybe. Hey, how you doing? Were you walking along a road or something? I don't know what country you're in, but there was like cops and fucking military and shit. Or these are guards of some sort. Who stretched their knee and put themselves in a weakening position? A position to be weakened. Did somebody manipulate them telepathically to stretch their knee? Huh. Who's this woman that plays maid / seamstress / kind of, what is that, Flowers in the Attic type woman? She puts on these old fucking records and shit. I like it though. You know, the old records of maybe back when, yeah, what the hell is that called? Oh my God. I can't, The Notebook. Back then, look and see how she's, it's cute. It's there's another younger person here too who likes dressing like pinup or something like that. So it's 2 different eras of women in the same house. I don't know if this is your grandmom or a woman that just kind of you in the neighborhood. I feel like she takes care of you. She cared more about you than most of the women in your family. And I do feel like you're a female or you're a male posing as a female. I feel like you got to fight to get some of these clothes on because you could have been addicted to food. I stand corrected. I don't feel like you fight to get them on anymore. This was in the past. Did you start drinking a lot of water? That didn't work though, did it? No, you were like starving and shit. I feel like what you did is you just started eating and not caring so much. I think that you not caring about how much you weigh or what you look like is actually what helped you lose the weight. Yeah, I mean, I'm just holding on to this. I'm holding on to shit. Are you the kind of person that holds on to everything? And I think that you just started not giving a fuck. And it's this shit miraculously just started falling off. Which could have been you not caring about certain things was giving you more energy. And that energy now was kind of like speed for you. Where now I'm not that hungry. You could just been keeping yourself busy, keeping your mind busy, and how important that is for you when it comes to activity. My mind is busy. That way these other things don't creep in, like go get cannolis or, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you'll allow yourself to get it, but you'll take a few bites and then I'm good right here. You see what I'm saying? And for the people who are doing this with drugs and stuff, even with shopping, I just feel a lot of people handling addiction that they didn't realize they had. How many things do I have? How many times do I do this, buy this? And I'm not giving anything back to anybody who could be going through something. You become kind of entrapped in this world of just, I have it, I have the money, so this isn't really an addiction anymore, right? Like, I can afford this. So does that make it an addiction? Isn't it only an addiction if you have to steal or kill people for the money and shit? No, it's still an addiction. It's just easier to hide when it's still affordable. That's all, when you're not sucking dick in an alley. Yeah, as a royal, you know? Something like that, it gets heavy. Now I feel like you went from wearing some undergarments, but that held you, and this is how you manifested you looking like this. This is so interesting to me, because everything was done based off belief and imagination, but it's not even so much imagination, but you saw yourself for who you wanted to look like, and that's just that, so you created it. You know how when you want your skin to clear up and shit, and you can get all this good-ass makeup, you can even dim your lights so that you look perfectly beautiful when you look in the fucking mirror. That's all that matters. Next thing you know, you're looking at a perfect skin. You're looking at a perfect face. I believe that if this is your belief, you're fucking equal. Shape-shift into that shit. And that's what this woman did. It's like she created the waist size that she wanted through, it feels like, pain and very little breathing. But she saw herself like that every goddamn day. So then what does that do? She's looking at this little waist, and she passes the bakery, and instead of getting 2 pieces, she gets 1, because she's like, I don't want to ruin this flat stomach that I have now, even though that it's forced. I'm programming my mind to believe that this is what I look like. I like it. Look at it, walking away from the cheesesteaks and shit like that. But this isn't every day. No, you're not going to. Why would you take this away from yourself? This is reward and shit. A fucking good cheesesteak? Are you kidding me? You're going to remove this from your life permanently? Why? It's like removing all the good, you know? What's next, dick? What else? What else is next? Alcohol? What clothes now? You're going to just be walking around fucking naked and shit, hungry, and what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to eat, drink, and wear and live my life the way that my parents or my freaking siblings want to? Some of you have nobody making you feel like this. It's actually you. Yeah. It's not really that weird. And I feel like you also have to, I have to be careful, just like drug addicts do, with who I'm friends with. Because if I have a friend that takes down a whole extra large pizza in one shot, and I'm down to like 2 pieces at a time, what an amazing difference. I can't be around you. Please don't ask me why. Please don't ask me why you would be a liability when I just lost over 100 pounds. You know what I mean? Something like that. You can't even be friends with people like that. Who's this guy? Is there a gay guy that's looking at you now? Yep. Yes, he is. Oh my God. Single. I hope he didn't say that. I feel like he wanted to say single and ready to mingle, but he knew how ridiculous he would sound. So he catches himself. I'm single and celibate. Well, I'm not really celibate. See, they can't lie either. I'm not really celibate, but I move away from certain people now that I feel like could be sick, even if it's spiritually sick. That's what they say. Yeah, with the strength. And before it was just, yeah, you know what I mean? Tower moment. What happened? The clap. Somebody got the clam. And could even be a little bit of herpes in there. Or a little bit of itchy, bitchy, titty, richy. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is. That's somebody in Boston. I think I added a little bit to that here. Did everybody just add something? Is that the result of somebody starting that goes little bitty titty richy, little bitty titty richy ditchy titty? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like, where everybody just added their own, but the same. So a lot of drunk nights. We'll just chalk it up as that. Do you ride the train, or buses just to see people? Like, I don't want to really spend my money. I would rather spend it on the transportation. It's something that you're going through where you now feel comfortable with the way that you look, comfortable enough where you're not just sitting there eating fucking hoagie after fucking pizza, and you know what I mean? It was pretty bad. I feel it. Just the same as somebody else's fentanyl addiction. Did you meet somebody on the bus or something? They were having a hard time with a wife or a mom. And it kind of, or this is about to happen. And it feels like, oh my God, I'm exactly what this motherfucker needs right now. Never thought of that. This is, you asked for, because there's already this boost of confidence with the Bustier. You don't have to force that shit anymore. You know what I mean? The whole thing, it just is amazing. You asked, I feel like I reached my peak of this level of confidence. Please send me something else or someone else where I'll know what I need to do next, or you needed another boost of confidence, and that's this fucking dude or this chick. It could be a woman. Huh. You're both very honest, and I feel I demand the truth. But before I could do this, I had to be as honest with myself as I could. It took me a little while. And I feel I'm okay with the lies I tell, because I know that I tell them so either I don't hurt somebody, or so I guess that would just be the only reason, right? What would be another reason to lie? Who knows? But, you know, it feels like you're just a good person, and lying to you is, you're a good impulsive liar, which to me is a very good manipulator. Because when you're planning the lie, that's worse to me. That's just how I feel. I'd rather you just be that instantaneous fucking autopilot. At least I know there's some functionality going on up here. You know, I can work with that. But this shit here where it's just like fucking messages are all letters and abbreviations. I actually need, what is this shit called? An emoji / what are they, slang text to English dictionary to understand some of the text messages. You're the kind of person where you actually like personal interaction. I'm good at talking. I'm good at listening too. I'm good at giving just enough advice, if any, because I feel it now, whether they want it or need it, where I feel I've contributed. I put something out there. It's energy. I put it out. I was genuine, and what I said, my delivery was how I would have wanted it. You can't go wrong this way. This is about as authentic as it gets. And then I leave. You know what I mean? I don't go back and forth with argument. I say what I need to say. Look, page is short. That's it. I don't turn back around and say something and this, that, or the other. I feel good about this shit. You know what I mean? But you could go either way, though. That's a great thing. I could go this way. I could go that way. I could go back, and I can argue with the best of them. I can't do this all the time. I'd rather just sit in the sun. You put some sun on my face, you know, and even the moon. Like, I rock with the sun and the moon, which is light and dark. My light tells me, just let them get the last word this time. They could be trying to get you to get into some kind of fight or tussle where you might get arrested. Yeah, I choose to block out all negative rays. Are we supposed to say this? I block all negative rays, frequencies coming from the moon and the sun are blocked from my vessel permanently, forever. Yep, chalk it up. Lock. Okay. Oh, did these all spin around? You're still bent over something that didn't go right at your wedding. The rice wasn't thrown properly, or you were supposed to come out handcuffed with the flour. This has really been a thorn in a lot of people's side. The thing is, you don't seem to be as affected as other people by this problem that you have with this, what did you call it? A misfunctionality? It's an error. But it's an error that I feel like you had a great reception. And what is this thing of trying to be perfect and one-upping your friends? These are supposed to be your friends, your cousins and shit, sisters. When did this start? I don't feel this on the men's side at all. I feel it's all on the females, where I'm not even concerned about the fact that some of these women forgot their fucking husband's middle name and shit. You know what I mean? Because you were so focused on who what was wearing, who were they bringing. Did this guy date anybody that somebody could possibly bring here? You just destroyed your entire day. Do you know what that did to this cat? I feel very fucking gaslit here because everything was so Queen of Cups loving up until then. You know what I mean? I feel like we were here telepathically. What's this, the High Priest? I felt like, you know what I mean? I know I'm doing this because you want a husband. I'm not really interested. I'm actually better off alone. Right? But on top of it, I defend you even to the fucking world because I could tell I'm not supposed to be married. In fact, I don't even know why I did this, but here I am. I did this for you. And it turned out better than I thought. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is actually something that I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm all in now. And then this fucking bitch, all she does is talk when we watch I can't even watch the video of my own wedding because the first thing she does, she warns people. Okay, so halfway through the video, you're going to see me. It's like my flowers are higher than his thing. And where is the brick in the cinder block? Cue brick, please. Ready? I would have called and I would have gotten an annulment. Because you know what comes with this? The day you're going to have friends over, you're going to have your fucking parents over, right? And she's going to put the roast down. She's going to go, before you even eat, there's probably a little bit of gristle in there. I don't know. I can't slice it open and check it, you know? Do I need to carry a bag of bricks is my question here. Because I will. Where else could this go? How could we take this to skating? Somebody's thinking of roller skating. Did this happen? We go to roller skating. What are we talking about here? Oh. I just want to let you know I'm probably going to fall on my ass like 30 times. But I'm here. I'm a sport. Well, now I just want to see you fall on your fucking ass about 30 times. And I'm going to do what you wanted to do initially. But now you want to get on your high horse and talk about how you did speed skating and shit. So I'm going to sit behind the wall and I'm going to watch you fall at 30, maybe hopefully 40 times. It's the person where, because there's other shit that comes with this too. This is competition where somebody could lose their life when it comes to this kind of shit. Men, you guys deal with it too, with cars and shit. You know what I mean? Like, the S280. Is there an S281? Next thing you got the guy, it's like, I need you to make an S281 and make it known publicly. And then I want you to make it known that I'm the first one to buy these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. What are we doing here? Your whole life becomes competing and comparing to other people's lives and what they have. You ain't supposed to have what they have necessarily, and they ain't supposed to have what you have necessarily. Everybody makes choices and they decide to do things with certain people on certain days when there's certain warnings or just signs that something else is going. This may not be a good time. We can see what's transpiring over here and it's not going to mix well. I don't listen all the time either. Clearly. But I'm proud of the people who are working on addictions. Even if, let's say the addiction was attacking people, man. I do believe that addiction, and I don't want to take anything away from fentanyl addicts because I know that this shit is like, whoa. This addiction to just needing to say, you won't hang up on me, or I'll ruin your life, or you don't, there's some people who got attacked. I mean, their lives were turned upside down, and some of them aren't even here because they didn't hear somebody say hello. I mean, they didn't hear it. They didn't hear you. And you took it as, somebody took it as a denial or a rejection or, and for all you know, somebody could be fucking deaf. They could have been somewhere, boom, you know what I mean? Or just something happened where they could have lost their goddamn hearing and you haven't seen them in 20 years. What happens? Next thing you know, you're saying hi, they don't hear you. Now you just want to set up a hit and run or a drive-by. It's crazy. But it's the same shit too with, let's say they did hear you. It's my fucking right not to say hello back. But if somebody doesn't acknowledge this and talk about this publicly, all of this stuff becomes now the new normal here. We can't accept this. Because it's inevitable that someone who does that to somebody is going to have it done to them. It's called, I put it out, I just want to put out. And this is what I'm going to get back. You're putting out torture, pain, This is what is going to come back around. This isn't one person or one being going, this is my rules. This is how energy works. That's all that this is and everything's gone this way and coming back and this way and coming back, and sometimes it gets bigger, right? It's up to you whether that shit that's bigger is going to help your life or it's going to hurt it, but it's either way you're going to feel it. So this is pretty good shit here. Keep your mints. For those of you who stop smoking or vaping or chewing, all addictions are difficult. Safe travel. Were you astral traveling? Are some of you in another dimension or another level of consciousness often where you don't feel these symptoms as often or as bad? But see, you can't say this to certain people because there's a possibility, but I'm not certain, that they may want to test this with you or something. You know what I mean? It's just finding love. Overcome fear. It's weird though, because it could be that some of you are thinking this stuff back where you're concerned, right? Like, I felt good for a few days and then I didn't. And because I'm finding out about just things in virtual reality or things through satellite possibly, or even just things coming naturally from the sun and the moon and stuff in the atmosphere, it seems like we're getting hit pretty hard with some type of frequency or a few different frequencies that are making people feel very uncomfortable. It's different because there's some people who they need to see that it's possible, and you were shown that it's possible, but then you tried to make that person suffer again. It's like you wanted them to suffer over and over and over again because maybe you don't believe that you're strong enough to do what they did. The magician. Magic. How so? You have the tools you need, right? Is that what this shit is inside? Yeah. And then with this blessing thing, I'll tell you what, was this something that was in your contract? Was to break some type of addictive behavior when it comes to your bloodline and shit like that? Taurus, Gemini, Leo. This is amazing. Were you also sitting in the sun, maybe letting a natural chant come through telepathically? Let it be known that you refuse to have any kind of chant come through with just a feeling that's going to harm you in any way, or anybody else that doesn't deserve it. Just be like, it needs to be good intended. And then you'll just telepathically imagine your mouth moving to it too. This is great. A lot of stuff with solar again. There could be something too where you could have thought that this was withdrawal, but it's actually radiation from the sun. It could even be plutonium is present in some of these rays coming from the sun. And all you can do is just say, we wish that the sun would only give healthy rays and frequencies where there's no pain and no sickness forever. Yep. And that's it. Lock it. Speaking this shit into existence. Fun cereals. Pineapple. It could be that you're eating a lot of pineapple juice or pineapples, or they're telling you to. This could be crucial. Is there something with pineapple juice or the acid in pineapple that helps? Fun cereals. The giraffe. The long necks. Are people trying to figure out how you're doing this? There could be some. All right, there's two sides here. There are people who are mind blown by how far you've come with this, and then there are people who are angry because they wanted to be that person. I mean, isn't there something else that you could be that person for something else with people if you want it to be? Because I do feel like you just want to be seen for something, but your intentions with it aren't right. It's not, they don't have to be pure, but in order for you to be someone where someone looks up to and says, yo, they fucking helped me get through this and that because someone actually did what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not just saying that I've been sober for 60 days and this and that. Like, they're showing that they backtracked, they did it again, but now they don't go back to it. They can say no to it, or they can deal with the discomfort until it's out of their system and shit. Yeah, this isn't manipulation with the magician. I feel like somebody magically got themselves sober. Look, passing notes. They help people with it, and this is why. Well, I don't know where this thing is going to come from. I mean, if you have a platform and you're helping people with addiction and stuff, for whatever this is, I feel like you getting donations for this. No. Five of Pentacles. Do you feel a little... with the Emperor? Are you help? See, this is just strong to me, though. I feel like with the Emperor, whether you're a woman or a man, this is just you saying, like, I have to do this. It's bossing up when it comes to sticking to this. Like, this is the path I'm on now, and I have to be vigilant about this shit. I just do. And I can't fuck with anybody, you know what I mean? I don't want anybody sitting there crossing their fucking arms, like, coming up to me and saying, how's it going? Ah, you know what I mean? Like, how about you get your fucking fat round face out of mine with your judgmental tongue and your sliver of cockiness and just cock, and get away from me, because I can feel that there's some cocky one-liners that are going to come out, right? See, this guy here, there's a guy that's going to judge you, because I think that you either took a pill or you did a bump or something like that, but you made it known. Like, I may go back to it, but right now I know that I can say no if it's not good, which now when the bad stuff comes around, it's a blessing. It's happening for me in some way. I get it. This is the universe saying, just take a break. Clean your system out. We know what kind of shit you like. You're telling us by what you won't do. You feel me? This is just like a relationship. You're telling us by what you won't snort, or you won't swallow, excuse me, and what you will, what kind of shit you want us to bring to you. So, but we just need you to kind of just, for a little bit. This guy over here judged you for doing something again, but, I mean, he smokes over a pack a day. You may be up to 2 packs a day. He's a voyeur. You know what I'm saying? This guy used to have some kind of position, or he was a security guard manager, or he could have been a cop, like a chief or something like that. Yeah. And now somebody saw him taking the bus to work or something like that. I don't know if he's still a cop, or he thought that the retirement from being a cop or doing this job was going to carry him. But this could be one of those guys that stole and set good people up. Yeah. I feel like people won't even mess with this guy. He owes some loan sharks and stuff. Well, they're not known loan sharks, but this guy has this weird thing of thinking, well, if they're not known, then they must not be that dangerous. It's the motherfuckers who aren't known. Nobody thinks, you know what I mean? Just, you got to think logically, like with this too. Was there a house that was supposed to be stolen? Yeah, this could be a tarot reader constantly. Okay, there are multiple things when it comes to readers about this. This feels like one of those cops that like to take other people's shit. You know what I mean? And then eventually they get so fucking greedy that they just do everybody in their life wrong. Yeah, I don't feel like they have a goddamn friend. They had one friend, man, and this motherfucker had reach. Nope. Now this guy's like, I don't think so. No, in fact, it's not even, I'm going to watch him here. This motherfucker saw some shit, or he can just feel it. It's like, you just, too much drama. I don't like the fight. I'm not this guy anymore. You know what I mean? I got out, or I'm getting out, or this, that, or the other. It's like, I got my fucking retirement, shit like that. I just want to sit on my throne is all I want to do. in my fucking rose garden and drink my whiskey and smoke my cigars and my dukes. Is that so much to ask? No, but there's going to be somebody here that's going to be pissed off. Oh, what is this? Are you growing grapes for wine? Are you interested in making your own wine? This is amazing. And there's going to be this woman here who requires a lot of attention. There's show me waiting to exhale. So there's a man who either moved into a new neighborhood, or you're there and you're retiring, or you're just it's just another part of your life where I'm just laid back. I'm grateful that I have the sun. I live in a place where it's nice most of the time. I have my home. I have a little pond out back, fucking fire pit, whatever this is you get down with. But I just feel real humble and real peace. There they come. You're absolutely right, goddammit, there they come. There's a woman that walks by your house, and somehow she knows that this is the chapter of your life that you're entering, and she knows that usually when men like you do this, you want a companion, and she sees that you don't have one. But you don't give her attention. You could know her child's father, and I don't think that she realizes, she knows you know him. You're a respectable man. Yeah, I refuse to do that. Why would I ruin the comforts of my own home, my community, where everything is good, by fucking with somebody's wife or even child's mother that's in such close quarters? Very good decision, sir. Because this, too, is energy. Do you understand? That will come back. You see this boomerang here? And when you spend your time with one of these women, she seems a little miserable, and just, I don't think that, I think any cock will do, to tell you the truth. And then you being this healthy or just a different type of person inside, your skin will start cracking too. You know, this one may even be getting involved with something. Yeah, she looks like death. She started, is this freebasing? Did you start freebasing with some friends? Yeah, started having like, just going from one person to another. At one point, she went through about 5 to 7 guys for a brick, I heard. So yeah, you made the when you go near her, your breathing gets constricted. A few times you felt like you couldn't breathe. And it's very possible that either she killed you in a past life where she buried you alive, or it could have been drowning or something where you were strangled, something that cut off your breathing. Or if you had somebody put a pillow over your face, it could have been this motherfucker. It really could have. There's something that your body or they were letting you know. You asked. Here's us telling you. I think there's even a detective or a fucking investigator that you won't even talk to anymore. Like, I don't even know what to make of all this shit. Everybody's on both sides. Everybody's on whatever side I get whatever out of. It's cool to be like that. Whew. I wouldn't do it in the beginning if you're starting something new. I would do that based off merit alone, word of mouth. Take the loss in the beginning. I don't know how much I would invest in something where I can't even foresee what kind of return, because the world is so fucking ass backwards. And there are people who will now feel that you think you're going to get a great return on this, and they will go out of their fucking way to make sure it doesn't happen. It's such a weird thing of, I want to be the dichotomy. I want to be both sides to myself, which kind of cancels you out because you become your enemy. Like, I want to win, but then I wind up doing stupid shit that sabotages my own shit, but then I get mad and I keep doing it. Whoever's getting sober, the niece or the uncle or aunt or both, this could be something that's keeping you stuck in this dimension, in this realm. That there's something in an app you could call, I don't even know if it's an afterlife. There could be so much that we don't know, where certain beings don't die. They move on to different dimensions. And maybe that this being what they say with karma, is there could be some things that needed to be repaid, either to you, by you, to make something work out for you in another dimension after you pass on from this vessel. What would it be like? I saw things in my mind of myself in the 1800s and the 1600s. I'm talking about myself now, where I look exactly the same in my mind as I do now, in every era. All right? And I'm wondering, do people like us who feel like we could be immortal, there's something different with a lot of shit, right? I mean, we're stronger when it comes to addictions. We're stronger when it comes to being physical and shit. And mentally, it's almost as if, or was I given a tough life because I'm fucking strong mentally? Or am I strong mentally because I was given the life of toughness? This is deeper than just School of Hard Knocks kind of shit. This is, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm angry that I'm still here. You know, I know I'm a good enough person where I believe that I cleared out enough karma where I'm not going to be in the worst part of hell. But I mean, shit, my life here hasn't really been much different. It just has pretty trees and plants and flowers and shit like that. And once in a while, you get these fake friends and family members who come in when they know you got something, and they fucking mooch off you. And then when you lost it, they point fingers at you and say, how you fucking lost it. You know what I mean? For who's dealing with that and getting sober. I don't know, you must be one of the strongest individuals to ever walk the face of this planet. And I do believe that it's possible that having a soul, let's just say that there's an Atlantis in another dimension, which goes after this one, and you have a contract here where something has to get done, something has to be balanced either with you and people from past lives when it comes to theft, killing you, you know what I mean, working off some type of karma. This could even be karma to the planet, you know what I'm saying, the universe. Something has to be balanced with you and something else bigger and better, right? You finally do that, but it could be that you signed a contract, some type of thing a long time ago, spiritually, that we don't know about, saying, I have to break this curse, or I don't get my inheritance, or I don't get maybe to pass away peacefully, which would be worth more to a lot of people with the shit that we're feeling than it would be to inherit money. I'd rather just go to this place called Atlantis that I believe could be in another life. It may be possible that these are all ties. I mean, if we say that it's soul tied with someone and it's a toxic relationship, that's what a fucking addiction is. It's a toxic relationship, a toxic bond with something that's no good for you, that you're actually losing with. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you treat yourself and you go, I'm going to go get a bag. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get some pot. I'm going to go buy a few Zanny bars because I want sleep. Not because you want to dip out and just erase yourself from life and just not deal with problems. It's different when you see it as a luxury as opposed to something I need to get through the day. So who knows? Maybe it's like snip. You get rid of the guy or the girl. And maybe I'm just supposed to be by myself until I pass away peacefully. Because now the motherfucker's going to weigh me down, right? So you snip that. You snip the possibility of a wife, a girlfriend, a husband, a boyfriend, kids. For those of you who don't have it, you're like, I don't. Just let me ride this shit out as peacefully and painlessly as possible. That's my wish, my desires. Then you get rid of the addictions. Does an addiction, because the actual substance is also an energy, keep you bound in this dimension, in this life? It could be. Either way, we're just going to remove them painlessly and easily. And this is how it's going to go for everybody, because you're going to put it out there. You're going to say, I release every addiction that's keeping my inheritance from me, keeping this job from me or this person from me. I release it permanently. Easy. Lock it. and it could be something like this, where how is this going to happen painlessly? You could wind up having somebody offering to pay for some kind of rapid detox. You know what I'm saying? It may not be because you're going to be strong enough to deal with this shit. It could be that you get into this radio frequency shit with destroying nerve endings in your body. It could be that somebody offers to fund this for you, or you check into it and get on a payment plan but you do a lot of research where they hold these things up to you, these heat radioactive frequencies. I think it's 500,000 some kind of gigahertz, kilohertz, something like that. Anyway, and infrared heat to destroy nerve endings. I said this before in a reading, but Sapien Medicine also has an infrared frequency video that I've been listening to consistently. And I'm not really sure if it's hurting or helping. I would like to destroy my nervous system and destroy my nerve endings so that if there's any toxic frequencies or any kind of attack, I would like not to feel it if possible. Which reminds me, I'm going to listen to it right now. I hope this helped for whoever this was for. It's almost an hour. See you.